Hola! Welcome back to Fog Football. We're here about who will win the transfer window. Of course, who will win? We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Because it's going to be an exciting summer to say the least between Rangers and Celtic. But we'll talk about all the transfer news today. We'll wrap it up here on a quick wee bow and get stuck straight into it. And we're going to get stuck into those comments and all that good stuff. Of course, Rangers yesterday releasing those 5 players, so it will be interesting. It'll be interesting to say the least. That is for sure. So make sure you get in the group chat, get in the chat, get in the chat. I've got the chat up on my phone as well, in case we suffer any technical difficulties in the chat. But we're going to get it up for a poll. Which team will win the transfer window? Rangers need a big one. Celtic need a big one. Every team needs a big transfer window. You can't have a shite transfer window and expect to do anything with it. So we'll have to see where these votes are going to go. But which team will win the transfer window? Who's going to win? 2 votes or two people in the chat. And that's what I'm talking about here on this Sunday. It does not feel like a Sunday. Doesn't. No football, no nothing. Hee-haw, no F1. Boxing was on last night. If anyone wants to talk about that, go ahead. But yeah. Absolutely fucking shire of shite is what happened. Is Sima going to Celtic? I don't know. I haven't heard much about that. Although I hear Southampton want Matt O'Reilly. But I wonder how much Rangers are going to spend in this transfer window. That's definitely not been asked before, JJ Celtic, hasn't it not, son? No. Sam Lammers sees Rangers exit hit roadblock as Utrecht move on. So Utrecht move isn't on, but they have moved on apparently, which is a wee bit soul destroying, dare I say, because I thought Rangers were going to pocket a bit of money, of course, but doesn't look like it's going to go that way, which isn't exactly brilliant. Not exactly brilliant, not exactly good. We've got 2 votes saying that Celtic will win the transfer window. That guy looking on, to say the least. So have to wait and see. Jimmy Teeling is relishing the Aberdeen challenge and doesn't believe wholesale changes are needed at Pittodrie. Boom. So 5 players in Kent and Buffalo all went for nothing. Not even a £1 coin. No, not even a £1 coin. And that's not good enough. See, from Rangers, the past couple of windows have been an absolute disaster. You can't. It's bad enough letting 1 or 2 players leave, right? That are worth a bit of money. I mean, the Rangers have pretty much let a full squad of players leave over the last 2 seasons. Like a full starting 11 worth of talent walk out the door for nada, absolutely nothing. And you cannot be doing that. You absolutely cannot be doing that. But they've done it, and that's pretty much what's happened. And it sums up why Rangers are in this mess. If you actually made a bit of money on all those guys, then you might be in a better position. You might be able to spend more money at the end of the day. But as for the vote, Celtic are winning the transfer window according to the poll. Someone voted Rangers. Who voted Rangers? Everybody. We've got 11 people watching us on this Sunday afternoon. There's not much happening on a Sunday, isn't there not? This Sunday. Especially this Sunday. There's nada. There's definitely worth investing above the manager to help the club progress. Well, above the manager, there's been a lot of movement. James Bisgrove is out of Rangers. So let's see. Hearts will win it, says Nero. Will Hearts win it, though? Will Hearts win it? I mean, I think the fact that Hearts are going to lose Lawrence Shankland tells me that that's going to be an automatic loss. No, not guaranteed that they'll lose Lawrence Shankland, but I would say it's pretty much nailed on. Nailed on. I think Shankland's about 95%. He will leave. As Kenny Dalglish rinses unacceptable Rangers as Celtic legend names Philip Clement's £40 million problem. I wonder if he's talking about the Champions League money. Probably. That's what I would say. But it's not happening. Big Stevie Cool. Celtic will win it. Hands down. They got more money. But will they spend it? Will they spend it? Will Celtic spend the money? We already got free signings, and who says we can't replace him with the Shank? I almost read shark money. Like, what are we doing with our money? Shank money and the €5 million European money injection. Here, the pre-contracts the Hearts have made, the signings have been very good, but they'll struggle to replace Hearts. Hearts are only clear of the rest due to having the 30-goal man, I think. Well, here, I think you're entitled to think that. I think you take Shankland's goals out of Hearts, they're obviously a lot worse. But here, you put Shankland's goals into Rangers, and where would Rangers be? Everybody, why are Rangers not why are Rangers not linked to Rangers? Wait, what? Why are Rangers not linked to Rangers? What do you mean? Do you mean Shankland, Jeffrey? Will they go with Dessers and Dessers and Danilo didn't work this season. Dessers missed about 100 chances, and Danilo is injury prone. I'd get rid of Danilo every day of the week. I'd get rid of Danilo. You know, Rangers can't afford keeping Danilo, letting his price go down, right? And have another, stop-start season. Can't be allowed. It cannot be allowed for Rangers Football Club. Absolutely. Frickin' not. We're not a hospital, Rangers, and would be a very shite hospital because all players do. Yeah, why are Rangers not linked to strikers? I need to know. No idea, really. I'm looking on the Daily Record here for news, and it doesn't. Pretty much everything isn't even about Scottish football. There's not much happening. Now, this is actually, I find partly that the Scotland hotel's a shithole. Let's see, boom. So, yeah. Matt O'Reilly to Southampton. What do we think about that? Shankland is good, but not irreplaceable. I would say Shankland's bordering on irreplaceable for Hearts. Surely Danilo can come good. Is his injury problems that bad? I think he could come good, right? But he's picked up 2 big injuries that's kept him out pretty much all the season. Maybe on his heyday he's better than Dessers. Hell, I think he is, but can we really afford to have another injury-prone player up front? I'm not too sure. I think if we could make our money back on the guy, I would absolutely accept it every day of the week and twice on Sundays. I'm not saying, I think there is a future for him at the club, but I don't think we can risk the injuries. And we don't know how the injury is going to affect him. I mean, what I hope is, ideal world, Danilo is back, gets a full pre-season, doesn't get injured, and is fully fit going into the season. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let's stick with Hearts, Nero. He must be on a lot of wages. So, of course, Hearts welcome De Handa, Blair Splittle, and James Penrice to Tynecastle on free transfer. So they are all 3 pretty good signings. As touched upon earlier, further attempts will be made to persuade Lawrence Shankland. His long-term future lies in Gorgate. So we'll have to wait and see with Lawrence Shankland. Why waste money on a foreign striker when Shanks clearly knows the league? He would get the same amount with more service. We could have won the league with him, in my opinion. See, I don't understand. Yeah, why waste money on someone? We know for a fact that Shankland would score buckets of goals. for Rangers. I don't get it. Alex Cochrane will be sold. Probably. Hearts could finish second. Hearts will get no chance of finishing second. You know, for the same reason after 55, Aberdeen had no chance of finishing second. Even though there's people out there like Steely that predicted it, it's just the gap's too big. It's not going to close overnight. As long as Celtic keep their best players and add a few quality additions, but a goalie is the main one for decent money. Left back and a striker. Hail, hail. Capital letters. Big Stevie. I think Celtic will lose a few of their players. And we may as well talk about it right here, right now, because we're talking about the main guy, Matt O'Reilly. I think Celtic fans have pretty much accepted that Matt O'Reilly is away. Who's he going to go to? Who knows? Now, it looks like it could be Southampton. Southampton recently promoted. You could be looking at a Southampton midfield with Matt O'Reilly and Joe Aribo in there, which would be quite decent to say the least. But again, if Atletico Madrid come in, right, and Southampton come in, I think Atletico would pay more money. And also, why would you choose Southampton over Atletico Madrid? It would make no sense from an O'Reilly perspective. So yeah, we've also got. There's actually quite a lot of news today. I mean, Mbappe to Real Madrid's done, but we don't really want to talk about that. Is this between Celtic and Hearts? What, the league title, the transfer window? No, mate, not even. I'm that delusional. We go to officially become the third best before thinking of top two. That's it, isn't it? Baltimore like Dessers. He does like Dessers. All those players away for nothing. You need a mega loan signings or a fat Arab billionaire. Yep, Rangers need that. Jeffrey, transfer market will tell you what he makes. Alex Cochrane. How much is Alex Cochrane worth, everybody? But Celtic, of course, need that replacement for Joe Hart. Is it going to be Kelleher? Not too sure. Doubt it will be. I mean, if they want 20 million for him, Celtic are not spent. I mean, I don't think he's a bad goalie, right? But by no means is he worth paying 20 million for him. Celtic target Bayern Munich goalkeeper Daniel Peretz. Celtic reportedly inquired about the availability of Bayern Munich goalkeeper Daniel Peretz this summer, with 6 other clubs chasing him. So let's give Daniel Peretz. I mean, obviously, he's not going to be the number one. He's not going to be the number one at Celtic, to be fair. Oh, he would be number one at Celtic, but I meant Bayern Munich. Danilo, how much will I get for Danilo? Is he away, though? I don't think if you want to go to a team where winning isn't that important. I think Mac's got more ambition than Southampton. Here, I think he does too, but we see just a lot of players leave the Old Firm and go to mid-table teams at the end of the day. Absolutely. I just got a message there on Xbox. What's going on there? Malaga. Bring back Barkas. Yes. Transfer market breaks down every player's wages. Oh, the website. Yeah, I think the website's very good. Danilo's making 45k a week. Yeah, that's another reason why I'd get rid of Danilo. I mean, that's an insane amount, man. That is an insane amount of money for a guy that's barely featured. So I'm actually going to look at Rangers here. Well, what means 45? Yeah, 45k is a fucking eye opener, man. If you're not fit for us, you have to go. At the end of the day, it doesn't even say Todd Cantwell's got a contract on this, though. So I'm kind of confused about. Where is he? So Danilo is 174 centimeters tall. He's lost $1 million in his transfer value, Danilo. I can't say I'm shocked about that, considering the fact that he has missed pretty much the entirety of the season. No, it's weird though. It's like he left Ajax to go to Feyenoord for $4 million, and yeah, he had a good season, and then we actually signed him for more. That seems baffling to me. That he went for only £4 million between Ajax and Feyenoord, and we came in. So this is Danilo stats, everybody. 12 games in the Premiership, scored 4 goals, 1 assist. 3 games in the Europa League, 1 goal, 2 assists. 4 games in the Champions League qualifiers and got nothing in there. And if you remember, he missed an absolute sitter against Servette. And then in the League Cup, he had 2 games, 1 goal and 2 assists. So in 21 appearances for Rangers, he's got 6 goals and 5 assists. I mean, that's not horrendous. That's averaging more than a goal and an assist every 2 games. So again, there's worse stats to be out there. It's silly season with journalists like Keith Jackson making shite up. Beale really shafted Rangers. He did. I wish I made 45k a year. Currently, I'm in high school though, and he's making it a week. You just broke the Cantwell transfer. Kalmack earns less. Does he? Does Cal McGregor? So how much is Cal McGregor on? I think if Cal McGregor's on less than that, that's a fucking joke, considering what he's done to Celtic, man. What he's done for them. I mean, come on. Beale was playing Football Manager. It fucking feels like Beale was playing Football Manager. Now, the thing is with Danilo, his contract doesn't expire until the 31st of May 2028. I mean, he's got the longest deal at Rangers with one of the higher wages. So, again, if you want rid of him, that would be a problem. Now, he is 25, just turned 25 in April, so Rangers don't have anything to worry about. But yeah, 45 grand a week, man. That's pretty insane. So, is Diamonde going back to that Danish club? No, Diamonde's staying. Kalmack needs to move to the EPL, prove he's actually good. Will he, though? Not too convinced. He doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. I mean, I think, he's won, 22 major trophies, speaks for himself, right? But I think for Cal McGregor to be regarded in a higher tier, he would need to go to the Premier League or another top league in Europe and do it like a Lewis Ferguson's doing. And I'm not saying Lewis Ferguson, right, is going to win as many trophies as Cal McGregor, but at the end of the day, Lewis Ferguson left Aberdeen and is fucking, one of the best players. Last season, Lewis Ferguson was one of the best midfielders in the world. That's not even an exaggeration. Not even, he was. In his position, absolutely. I'd pass Danilo on the street. No idea what he even looks like. Well, I know what he looks like, but again, we probably would pass him in the street because he's been injured and he's not been out in the pitch. At the end of the day, Jack Butland, what was Jack Butland's highest transfer value? He was valued at 22 million in the 28th of May 2018. And now for Rangers, he's back up at 3 million. Probably, yeah, he's kind of fucking nosedived, hasn't he? Jack Butland. Jackie Butland. From Bristol. It's Jack Butland, right? Connor Goldson, his market value has went down. Connor Goldson's peak market value was 8 million in 2021-22. So there you have it. Now it's down to 5 million. Lewis Ferguson, what a player he is, absolutely. Kalmack is no 37 grand a week. Kalmack is McGinley. No, come on. Come on. John McGinn is fucking superior to Cal McGregor, and I think great Celtic fans will even admit that. Two different sorts of players, yes, but fucking hell, John McGinn. There's not many players get near John McGinn. That's why no Shanklin. No wonder Bisgrove bailed it with that wage bill. Kalmack is on 40 grand a week, but he earns more bonuses, so he's the highest paid Celtic player. Do you think you'll get 12 players in? Rangers need to get 12 players in. Doesn't matter what I think. Need to get it fucking in. But it's actually interesting going through all these transfer fees and seeing how much players are worth. Absolutely. So Connor Goldson played 4,316 minutes this season for Rangers. So that's quite a lot of games there, big man. Connor Goldson, that's for sure. It's interesting to see what about Ridvan Yilmaz. Is his value? I think his value is just so he peaked for Besiktas. We then signed him. It's been down and it's kind of went back up. He's valued at about 5 million. Hello. Fuck's sake, didn't realise everyone's agent was in the chat. Stop making up how much people earn. You have no idea. Yeah, I'm going off the chat, Ross. The chat says, I think Daniel is on about 45 grand a week. To be honest. So I have to see how it goes. I mean, Yilmaz, 23. I think Rangers need to sell Yilmaz. Far too injury prone. No, I know you are. Big Ross. He's destroying Serie A. I watched a few of his compilations. Fantastic. Lewis Ferguson. I hope Butland got a bonus for his assist in the cup final. Yep, that's affected Butland's season. Like, he had one not off the rails, but he had got a wee bit worse, Butland, since March. Pretty much every Rangers player did. But that sums up Rangers' season, that the star player even fucks up like that and gifts Celtic a Scottish Cup medal, Scottish Cup trophy. Every player gets a medal. And some people would argue Butland deserves it for handing them it like that. But you're just going on the news. Right, back to what are we going here? Lucas Vázquez, he's going to agree a new Real Madrid deal. So that's never going to... What about Jose Mourinho? People saying that he could be going to one of the old firm. See the fact he's went for like Roma to Fenerbahce? There's no reason why Jose Mourinho couldn't end up at one of the old firm. People could say wages, fair enough. But Jose Mourinho's status in the game is kind of not nosedive, but it's just nowhere near as high as it once was for him, which might seemed very unlikely not too long ago, but definitely not. That's for sure. And right, we're going to look at the clubs in the Premiership here. Rangers are skint, says Michael Kelly. Well, let's talk about skint, shall we? So yeah, Celtic's average age is 25.8 with a total market value of 132.85 million. Rangers have got a total market value of 92.45. So I mean, that's a pretty big golfing class there. 40 million. Hell, dare I say it's way more than that probably, because Rangers just lost so many players, and Celtic have got younger players, and the average age sums that up. Hearts, though, I mean, you have to go down a lot. Probably about 70 million just to get near. Just 70 million for Hearts is total market value. Aberdeen are then worth 15.68. Hibs are worth 14 million, and then after that, every other club is worth less than 10. Dundee are worth 6.98. So Dundee have done a pretty great job there, to be honest, to work out. Who's got the highest average age? It looks like it is Motherwell with 26.9 in there, and for the league, it's actually 26.7 as the average, and the average market value is 1 million.03. Yes, Joe Hart would be out of it because that's what it should be. According to Transfer Market, which I can rely on Transfer Market, to be fair. I'll have to see. 50 watching, only 2 like what you're saying. There's 7 likes on the feed, isn't there? Is the vote? Get the likes up. Get the super chats in. Have a party. And which team will win the transfer window? Celtic. Right, Keith, come on. I'm not claiming that a team's going to win a trophy for the transfer market. And if they did, I would be heavily, I would say that Celtic would be winning the trophy, because I don't see how Rangers are going to win this transfer market. But here, at least we won the Morale Cup. and we drew 3 each at Parkhead Trophy, and a few Celtic pundits said we actually played better than them in the Scottish Cup Final Cup. You know, all those trophies add up at the end of the day. What else is happening here for this league? Transfers. Latest transfers in Scottish Premiership. Boom. Yeah, there's not much really happening. It's just all about end of loans, isn't it, at the end of the day? Not much going on. Does your club ever make money? Profit, says JJ. The second half cup and the Skull Cup too. The second half cup, that's a decent cup to have. Definitely adding that to the war chest, the trophy room, the trophy cabinet. So Matt O'Riley, let's talk about him. Let's talk about Matt O'Riley. His market value is 20 million, and it's skyrocketed. So back in December, he was worth 13. Now he's went up 7 million. Is that correct? Yeah, I mean, I'd probably say that's correct, but well, I say that's correct, right? I think he was definitely better in the he was definitely better in the first half of the season. So for his transfer market to go up 7 million is a bit weird, but I would say he's probably worth 20 million in January, which Celtic obviously fought because they turned down 17 million. At the end of the day, the Hearts can't beat you in the cup now. They can't. People are laughing at the second half trophy. It means so much to Philip Clement. Honestly, with each passing word that comes out the guy's mouth, I'm questioning what's going on, and I think a lot of people are too. That is for sure. Bring back the Tenants. Yes, absolutely. Right. Matt O'Riley, number 33 is no number 33. You know Bobby the Barman, big man. The major question is, are Celtic prepared to spend money given past history? Well, we've touched on this in quite a lot of live streams, but yeah, people may as well want to talk about it again. Will they? I think they're not going to spend a lot of money, Celtic. Boom, you heard it here first. You heard it here. You heard it here first. Cal McGregor is the best midfielder in Scotland, says Andrew Taggart with a super chat, folks. That's how it's done. If you want to get your claim or your opinion across, boom. It even gets a love heart as well. Can't argue with Cal McGregor. I mean, I think maybe Hatate, O'Riley better than McGregor, but yeah, I'm not going to grate about who's the best Celtic midfielder, because obviously whoever the best Celtic midfielder is will be the best midfielder in the league. Counts as homegrown in England, so that's attractive for European squads. Matt O'Riley, true. Who's got the job centre tomorrow? Only answer is if you're a Fenian, because that's obvious. The only one's going, says Kenya. The chat's getting feisty. Hearts have the worst right backs in Scotland. Whatever happened to the ready Celtic Chris at Ibrox, the Rangers Chris? Why'd they stop selling them? I don't know. Keith, why did they? Why did they? They stopped selling them. John's in the chat. Everybody is in the chat. Who's got the job centre tomorrow on a Monday? Hatate needs to go. If Celtic sold Hatate and O'Riley, there's a lot of money. A lot of money happening there. Big amount of money happening there. So, what else? What other transfer news is there? I'm looking here. There's not a lot. There's not an insane amount. What's this talk about Celtic being negatively impacted by VAR? I can't even be arsed looking into that, because that's going to be a big sack of shite. Kenny Miller names 2 Rangers stars that are must keep. So I'll dive into that article. The job centre will be hooching tomorrow. Nacho Novo down the brew. I don't know what's happened to Nacho Novo. What is going on with that? Him and Kaz Milligan, Shitey Milligan. Fucking disaster. That's what that is. It's an absolute mess. He says they must keep Butland and Tavernier. Why, Kenny? Why is Kenny Miller talking absolute? Why? Why have Rangers got to keep? Why have Rangers got to keep James Tavernier? It's fucking done. Rangers Chris went bust. I wouldn't mind a packet of Chris right now. Why Tavernier? Tavernier needs to go. Imagine if Kyogo was up for sale. Would you want Rangers to bid for him, Stevie? Hypothetical question. Well, I mean, great striker, but I would say no, because he would cost more than Shankland and Miovski. And I think Miovski's worse, yes, but you'll more sell on value. And for Kyogo, I think you're looking at probably about 15 million for Kyogo, and I just don't think it makes sense for Rangers to pay 15 million for Kyogo. To be honest, when you can go and get Shankland for 4, it weakens Celtic, absolutely, but you're giving them 15 million, but they might not spend the 15 million. Kenny Miller is brain dead, but I think Kenny Miller, right? You watch him on Beat the Pundit, he's actually a relatively smart guy. Sounds it. Maybe not sounds it, but yeah, he knows a lot about football. But some other stuff, he knows a lot about football, but his opinions are fucking, I don't know what's going on. Honestly. Phil Skeletor, he almost is. Do you think Kyogo will leave this summer? I don't think he likes Brendan Rodgers. No, he liked Dange. I'm surprised he didn't go to Tottenham. I think Kyogo to Tottenham's a no-brainer. I think it is. I don't know why they stopped selling them. I never bought them. I bought the macaroon bars at Celtic Park. Macaroon bar for tea. Kyogo is going to the Diamonds. That is the talk. I'm just sick of keep James Tavernier. Fucking reel it in, Kenny Miller, man. Talking absolute pish. Richest club in Japan. They are. They absolutely are. It was Andy Taggart that brought that to my attention. Stuart Armstrong is being targeted by Premier League and Serie A sides as Southampton face a transfer battle. Who would take Stuart Armstrong? He's 32 years of age. I've nothing against. Well, I was going to say I've nothing against the guy. He did cost us against England, right? So that is a problem, obviously. But again, he's 32. I think after this Euros, it's time to call it a day. Smell the glove. Kenny Miller is such a brain rot, and also always against Celtic. Kenny Miller, no, a Celtic man then. Is this, Kyogo becoming 30, so Celtic have a decision to make? They do. I think 15, 12 and a half million or in that is fair for Kyogo. If he was younger, absolutely worth a lot more, but no. Is this your job, my man? Yes, it is. I have a million channels out there. I am the money maker. So there'll be no job centre for me tomorrow morning. It will be, I'm away camping tomorrow, everybody. So there isn't, no, actually, I'm away camping on Tuesday. So there you go. I just forget. Seeing the football's off, man. You have no idea of the weekend. It's Sunday today. It's the deepest Sunday I can remember in a long, long time. Yeah, I don't think we'd be able to pay that. But I was just interested if folk would want to sign him. I mean, of course I'd want to sign him. The money's not coming at my bank account, but again, I think to save money, I would rather have signed Shankland because, again, they're similar age. Shankland's a wee bit younger. I think Shankland, I don't know. I'd maybe prefer Shankland. But again, I think Kyogo all round is better than Shankland. Daniel Armstrong, I like him. We get the same nickname, Danny. Kenny Miller's a roaster. Totally agree. The Spurs would be a great move for Kyogo. His movement is second to none. Yes, I think Kyogo to Spurs makes total sense. There was a lot of talk last summer about it. But again, didn't go through. I don't know why. I think Kyogo to Tottenham would be a very good move for both parties. And I'm not saying that he's starting over Timo Werner or Richarlison, but there's no reason. I think he's better. He's way better goal scorer than Richarlison, man. Richarlison's immense when it comes to that. I would like Danny Armstrong as well. Surprised Tav didn't get the boot. What about you? Yes. Well, there's still time for Tav to get the boot. He hasn't been seen filming in any of the kits, so that's good news. But again, I'm not gonna place my bets on it. Stevie and Ryan 118 are millionaires, living the dream. Living the dream. I don't know about Ryan 118. Is he a millionaire? I know he lives in the the old age pensioners fucking attic, as he likes to refer to his dad. I don't know why he keeps making that a gimmick, man. It doesn't really matter what age your dad is. Probably not. Jeffrey, are we pike fishing tomorrow? A wee bit of fishing. Can't beat a bit of fishing. Pike fishing. Kenny Miller talking that crap about Tavernier's unreal. What planet is that FUD on? He's the epitome of a happy club. He is. He is. I'm just sick of James Tavernier, man. The guy's got to go. James Tavernier's got it. I'm done. It's got to a point now where even see next season, you see him walking up and scoring penalties and I just can't even be arsed with it. We're going to be sitting here a year later talking about the exact same problems at Rangers with Tavernier and Goldson a year older. That's it. Boxing match between CJ Novo and Ryan 118. I'll tell you what, right? I would be sticking the mortgage on CJ Novo to beat Ryan 118. Absolutely. I think CJ Novo would pummel Ryan 118 within the opening round. And there's no Rangers bias in there. That's just facts. I think I would have kept Ryan Jack. The guy deserves a break. If he avoids injury, can be a real quality buy for someone. Yeah, but saying, if Ryan Jack avoids injury, it's like saying if the planes during 9/11 avoided the Twin Towers, but they didn't, and he can't, and it's just, it's if, buts, maybes, and we need to deal in absolutes here, and we can't guarantee that Ryan Jack is going to be fit at the end of the day. I would pay to watch that. I would pay to watch it too. Much better than CJ Novo against Milligan, that's for sure. Honestly, see if I see Tav's face in the new season, I'll book. I agree. I'm fucking done with James Tavernier, man. Done with him. I do not want to be sitting here next season watching him at the stadium, sitting here doing a watch along, even just thinking about half those players that could still be there. Hit the like button, everybody. It takes 2 seconds. See Andy's on the ball. Give Tav Hall of Fame rings like Ric Flair. Woo! The nature boy. Styling and profiling. Fucking stealing wages and fucking penalties, more like, for James Tavernier. That's for sure. Ryan Mominate is a specky nerd. He has a wee bit of is he a wee specky nerd? He likes his pro wrestling, doesn't he? Everyone used to like pro wrestling at some stage. Nah, mate, same as Roof. Can't depend on him. Hoping St Johnstone can pick up one of the Gers free agents. Who do you want? I think apart from John McLaughlin, I don't really know who can St Johnstone really afford. I still have my old XL clothes whenever I wear them now. It's like wearing a sack because I'm a small now. Were you jacked or were you overweight, Nero? I'm going to assume the latter. He likes ICW. It's pretty jobber. Yes, ICW is very jobber here. He's a commentator on it, so that's a decent gig. But ICW is only good when you've got like Joe Hendry or Grado there. At the end of the day, you were fat as hell. Too much time in Christie's, my man. SPFL fixtures at 9 a.m. June 27th. I'll be there. I'm looking forward to that. Ryan Jack or Lundstrom, we're going to have a bigger budget with our new owners. The American owners down at St Johnstone. Yo, I welcome the day that St Johnstone can go and get players on big wages and sign players for decent money, and that goes for most teams in the league. I welcome that. Obviously, a 2-horse race means that Rangers have got more chance of winning the league, right? Obviously, than if it's like a 10-horse race. But I think just for the sake of the league, and for the game as all, we need it. We do need it. And it's not just me saying it because Celtic have won like a million fucking league titles in the past decade and over. But I think for the sake of the league, it would just be much more entertaining than if it was the other way about. Well, if it was just the way it is right now. I want 12-horse race. Yeah. It's like Celtic have ran away with the leagues, Rangers have ran away with the leagues, right? But wouldn't it? How more interesting would it be to sit? This is a neutral channel at the end of the day, right? But how much more interesting would it be if, when Rangers collapsed in April, right, we had Hearts up there who were actually taking it to Celtic, you know, or we had St Johnstone up there. I know people are going to laugh at that, but here, you can dream, folks. And it would just make it so much fucking better. It's like, see the way Raith Rovers and Arbroath and Queen's Park the last couple of seasons have took it to the bigger teams in the Championship. It'd be great if we seen that, but it's just, I don't know. Give five years in New Orleans, we're back top end of the league. Yeah, 5 years, 2029. I'll be there. Kenya says he fancies me. Do you, big man? Is that the way we're swinging today? Man City and Celtic, 12 horse races and all that good stuff. So yeah, right, Stuart Armstrong. I don't think we want to talk about Stuart Armstrong some more. Yefty, he's been linked by a potential Real Madrid move in the future. What are we thinking about that? I think that's a big sack of shite, if you ask me. Euro news: Gareth Southgate confirming that Saka, Stones, Maguire, Shaw and Gordon Ball missed the friendlies against Bosnia. What about Lyndon Dykes? We haven't really had time to talk about Lyndon Dykes, folks. Is that as big as what it could be? Lyndon Dykes being it. Lyndon Dykes out the window, out the door. The Premier League is not the best league in the world. It's as boring as ours. The Premier League is a bit of a procession, isn't it? Got it for Dortmund last night for 70 minutes. I thought they would do it. Yeah, I wanted Dortmund to win. We did do a review on it, but again, no one really cares about the champion. Well, people care about the Champions League, but why is Jota still on the channel banner? Yeah, that banner's 2 years out of date. We need to get around to changing it. But yeah, for Dortmund, it wasn't a good Dortmund team. I mean, they played well, but you look at it on paper, man, that Fulgrid guy up front. I know McCoist was laxing Oracle about him, man, about, this guy. Oh, he's like a classic number 9, even though he's got the number 14 shirt, but I think he cost Dortmund last night. Not that good. Absolutely friggin' not. Absolutely not. Sancho is so good. Yes, Sancho is good, but he cannot be arsed for Manchester United. Was it all Ten Hag? Could Stuart Armstrong move back to Scotland? Would Celtic fans take Stuart Armstrong back at the club? What time did I go to bed? I went to bed at 4:30 last night. That's not the average though, but I do not go to bed before 12 o'clock at night. I was watching the boxing last night.